What up, everybody? It's April Dawn. Happy Thanksgiving. So I'm taping this right before I get ready to go to my sister's house in Teague. It's like 2.5 hours away. So we're going to talk about Greenleaf Season 3, Episode 13, the season finale. So this episode was pretty good. They kind of cookie cutter wrapped everything up, which I don't know if I liked necessarily. But, you know, we here. We ready for the next season. We all have a common enemy now. I'm talking like I'm in the family, child. But we all have a common enemy now, so let's go ahead and get into it. Look at this. Press. Press. You got to press it till you get it right. Oh, press. Press it till you get it right. Listen, I don't know. We'll see how long this press lasts. All right, so this is not going to be a recap. I did not take any notes. We are going straight off the dome, and I watched it early this morning. So basically, we're going storyline by storyline. So let's talk about this damn Lady Mae. Y'all, Lady Mae pissed me off so much on this episode. I wanted to throw my damn shoe at her when her and Gigi was talking. So basically, what's happening is that Hope and Harmony, this conglomerate of churches, wants to take over Greenleaf. And basically, they like come in and help churches that are failing. So they will help your church, but you have to sign over the lien. They're going to handle all the money. I'm sure it's going to be some things that are going to change about how they do things at the church. And so they want Gigi to lead the church for a while. Okay, they say for a while until they can find somebody else. So eventually, I'm thinking in my mind, this church wants to totally, or this business wants to totally get rid of the Greenleaf family in their church at all. But to make it a smooth transition, they want Gigi to be the head pastor. Now, she meets with Connie, and she meets with that fine-ass man, child. I can't even remember his name, child, but he is a fine piece of chocolate, honey. They meet with him, and they tell her this. Now, Gigi says she needs some time to pray about it. So later on, she goes to talk to her mother, May, and they're walking, and first they're having a decent conversation, but then she tells her about what's going on. And so May immediately reacts like everything has to be about her. She is the most egotistic character like I've ever seen on the show, and Lynn Whitfield needs to be winning an award because, baby, she is doing it, okay? But she makes it all about her, you know, why didn't you say no? And she was like, well, I didn't say no because don't you want family in there? They're going to take over the church. Don't you at least want, you know, to have some family working at the church or whatever so we know what's happening with our church? She don't care. You know, Lady Mae sees red. You should have said no. So that's what you brought me out here so you could tell me no. And she was like, do you at least want to talk about it? And so she's like, I don't want to talk to you about anything. It's always, mama, you did this. Mama, you did that. You wrong. Da, 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 da. I don't want to hear it. I mean, I'm just taken aback at how dismissive her mother is of her feelings. And Grace even says, you don't even care like even a little bit about how this affects me? No. Do you care about how it affects me? How my shame is going to be on display for the whole church? X, Y, and Z. So Gigi hit her with me and Aaron took a blood test. And as we can see, looking at them, they look like they brother and sister. They brother and damn sister. So her mom is like, are you going to tell? I mean, immediately, once again, it's about her. Are you going to tell your daddy? I'll tell him since you don't want to tell him. I'm like, y'all, Lady Mae is so frustrating to me. I feel like I was watching the AfterBuzz. If y'all don't watch AfterBuzz TV, you probably should. But they had homeboy. I can't remember his name, but he's fine. Black, you know, man from the Hope and Harmony. He was on there and he was saying some things that I agree with. You have to be accountable as an adult. Yes, she did get molested. Yes, she never dealt with any of those issues. Yes, I understand all that. But you're 60-something years old. At some point, you have to take responsibility and agency over your life and deal with the issues that you have and stop making everybody else pay the price for that. So I don't know if this stems from her being molested or this stems from her, you know, stepping out. And the one time she stepped out, she got pregnant and had a baby. And now, you know, she got a baby in her family that don't belong to her husband and her in shame and embarrassment for that. But the fact of the matter is, girl, they done tried to help you with therapy. You howling and scream. The fact that she stands up in her wrongness and hypocriticalness really pisses me off. Really makes me not like her as a person and as a character. And everybody is always wrong except for her. So it's the ignorance of allowing yourself to stand in your ignorance, to stand in your hurt, to stand in your pain and not deal with it, knowing better as a grown person, then get up in front of a whole bunch of people and tell them the day of reckoning is here. Girl, bye. Bye, Lady Mae. Goodbye. That was that with that whole story. Now, I don't think they're going to tell anybody that they're brother and sister next season, and we'll see how that bounces off and, you know, affects the whole family. She did get some money from Lionel. He gave her like $3 million. He did not give Aaron nothing, which was so shady and so wrong. I know your son is gay. You might not agree with that. But Jesus, not to leave him anything is horrible. But I think Gigi's going to end up giving that to her father so he can pay off his IRS debt. Because it came in right about how much they owe the IRS. So that's it with that storyline. Now, as far as Bishop almost got shot. I knew that basically wasn't going to shoot him because my thing is, if you're coming in there to shoot somebody, you would have shot. I knew he wasn't going to shoot him. And plus, he a man of God. He do have a heart for the Lord. So, you know, I feel like at some point, you know what I'm saying, like he would have put the gun down, which is what he did. He put the gun down and he left. Bishop said, don't call the police. Everybody done rushed in there to make sure he okay. And I had a feeling when the doctor said, you know, this can take a toll on you in ways you don't think. I was like, uh-oh, wait a minute. That's going to come back later. Later on in the episode, he says, you know, I have been feeling a little off. I said, uh-oh, wait a minute. I put that right there. It's okay. I put it right there. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. And so at the end of the episode, after they had the meeting with the board, they had a meeting with the board, okay, where Lady Mae goes in. She tells them basically Bishop is going to give me the church because after he almost got shot, he said he won't give her the church. Bishop's going to give me the church, and, you know, everything that seemed like it wasn't plausible is plausible. It's happening. We're here. Boom. We want the church. Do you know about Hope and Harmony? Yes, I know about them. Why did you bring us all here if you wasn't going to be able, if you already knew what we wanted to do? And then they bring out a petition that 2,000 members have signed saying that they want them to step down and they want to join Hope and Harmony. So May read, baby, she read Connie down, honey, down to the bad pencil. I said, bitch, you better. Bitch, you better. Now, this is the time for you to be mean. She said Connie been plotting on them for years trying to get them out of there. And if the church knew, they would shoot her from that roof of that church in a water cannon. I said, she said she looking like a Judas in a bad pencil. I said, read, girl, get her together because we tired of Connie and her shortcut. Her cut be together, though. Her haircut be together. Anyway, when she leaves out the room, Bishop said, listen, I'm ready to step down, but y'all didn't really have to do that to me. That wasn't right. And, you know, kind of like, listen, it's time for a change. We're ready for a change. And Bishop is like, you know what? I agree. So that's going to be a fight for the next season, okay? They got to get their church back. I don't know how they're going to beat this big conglomerate, but, you know, knowing Greenleaf, it's going to happen. Not to mention at the end of the episode, or towards the end, Gigi does an interview with the people, and, you know, we don't see what her decision is, but at the end, we see that she did make the decision to go ahead and be a part of the team. Or, I don't know, maybe she didn't, because, no, that was an interview. They called her in and, you know, want her to be, you know, in bringing in Hope and Harmony or whatever BS they tell people to get them to, you know, be on the team. Because we all know they just want this church. Eventually, they're going to get rid of everybody that's a family in the church and just take over the church. It's not even going to be theirs anymore. So, we'll see what happens with that next season. All right, let's get to Clarissa and Jacob. So, Clarissa and Jacob, first they was talking about getting a divorce. Like, child, I'm tired of Clarissa because she's kind of reverted back to how she was at the beginning of season 1, where she was really bitchy. She was really bossy. She kind of don't respect Jacob. You can tell from the way she treats him. She don't really respect him at all. So, I don't know about her. I don't really see it for her. But she decided that now that Gigi's going to be the head pastor, that he needs to seize the opportunity and be the co-pastor or be the associate pastor. And she's not going to divorce him, so that they can, you know, so see that he can seize his opportunity because he don't know how to do shit by himself, basically. That's what she's saying. I need to be here with you so I can help you do what you need to do because you can't do it without me. Jacob seems to be strangely turned on, like when she talked to him crazy. And so they have sex on the table. I was like, I sure hope y'all bleach that table down before you serve the children on that table. You, no God. Not an hour, no God. Y'all could have did that on the couch, okay? Too much. But they ain't get no divorce, child. They ain't get no divorce. So what else happened? So Basie and Rochelle, they going to the liquor store, basically trying to convince Tasha to come with him to Puerto Rico or whatever. And she like, hell no, I ain't going to Puerto Rico. Looked like she was packing up her moving van. She was getting the hell out of Dodge. Okay, that's a smart move, girl, because Jacob ain't finna be with you. And you ain't got no job no more, girl. So you a disgraced, you know what I'm saying, ex-former lady. So it's time for you to be living in that hotel like you was telling Lady Mae. Hopefully you don't fall down the stairs, boo-boo. She packed a little bag, she gone. So he in the liquor store getting liquor. He paying for it or whatever, talking about, you know, the gambling. And somebody else behind him put the change on the counter. And so he turned around, look at the dude. And then once he realized, oh shit, this might be somebody that's looking for me. So all we see is him and Rochelle drive away and the truck follow them. So we don't know if they end up dead. We don't know if they end up in Puerto Rico. They can come back in future seasons. Who knows what's going to happen to Rochelle and Basie. But early in the episode, Bishop said he don't follow no law. He follow the God's law. So God gonna get you. Basically, that's what he said. So, you know, Your karma gonna catch up to you. You can't be around here running schemes and stealing people money and all this and that and the other and think that you ain't gonna have to pay that money back or somebody not gonna come looking for you in some respect. So we'll see what happens with all of that next season. If anything happens, I don't think they'll be back next season. What else happened, child? Nothing happened with Charity. So, you know, Charity sat down. We ain't heard nothing about Sophia and her faith in a while. So, you know, that's fine. At the end of the episode, we see that, I feel like I'm missing something. But at the end of the episode, oh yeah, about Jacob and Carissa, they got kicked out of their church. The accountant reported them and they said they're not stewards, good stewards over the church's money. They fucked up the church money basically. So now you out of there. Okay, so they ain't got the church no more. And so now they got to find a new home path. That's the whole thing with Gigi and all of that. Oh, so Bishop and Lady May, she comes into his office and she's like, you know what, I'm making dinner tonight. Do you want to come? And I'm like, wait a minute. Y'all about to get back together? Come on, let's figure it out. Hey, oh, let's figure it out. Is it figure it out? Let's work it out. I don't know, but they gonna work it out. Either way it go. So she invited him over there, but I had forgot for 1 second that she had to tell him that Gigi wasn't his baby. So she tell him that Gigi ain't his baby. And I'm going to be honest with you, it seemed like Bishop already knew. He kind of knew a little bit because he knew she had stepped out with Lionel. He would just wait for her to say it because he was like, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even tripping. I love Gigi. Now we even. You know, you can't, you know, get rid of the love I have for you, X, Y, and Z. They kiss. They back together. And I'm happy because personally, I feel like Bishop is there to tame Lady May evil ass. Okay, she is evil and mean, and she needs somebody who is going to be there to rein her in. Okay, because when he wasn't there, baby, she was doing too much. Too damn much. But now they happy. They done worked it out. Good, great, fantastic. So we moving on. Later on, Gigi and Bishop have a moment where he tell her, you're my child in spirit. You are my child. You always been my child. You know, that's it. And she seems to be happy with that. She tells him that she's going to give him the money that Lionel gave her. She don't say it came from Lionel, but you know, she gonna give him the money. We see that Bishop is going up. He's making his last sermon. He talks about Moses. The sermon is really, really good. He speaks about Moses. And at the end of the sermon, he starts to waver a little bit. And I was like, bitch, he about to see it. Okay, he about to, you know, something gonna happen, baby. It ain't gonna be good. And he falls down and everybody in the church like, what they fake has. So I'm like, y'all done signed a petition to get this man out the church. Now he fall on the ground. Now y'all all just shocked. Child, bye. So everybody rushed to him and he started talking about how he seen a vision about how he was gonna die. And you know, this is it, his last moments. And I'm like, the devil is a liar. One thing I know is Bishop ain't gonna die. He not gonna die today. Not today, boo-boo. No, absolutely not. I do not agree. I reject this whole scene, okay? And so then we see them going into about a month later. Zoe's talking about how she's going to go to counseling and deal with why she liked this boy and why she wasted her time on this boy for so long. Sophia don't say anything about what she's going to do, but they make a pact with each other that they'll never stop talking again, which I thought was real sweet. What else? We go into the house. We see that Lady May child. I was like, who is this lady? And where's Lady May? You got her locked up in the closet. It's a clone. She come out and tell Gigi, you know, it's too much to talk about right now, but she just wanted to let her know that she's there to help her. And I was like, come on, Lady May, you better get yourself together, okay? Come on. So that was cool. I also thought it was really cool. Well, everybody was coming downstairs wearing dark. You know, they kept like looking at the family picture and shit. I was like, Bishop ain't dead. I know he ain't dead. Because they going through all this pomp and circumstance. He ain't dead. And sure enough, he came down the stairs. And this is the family dinner that they have. You remember at the beginning of the first season, they always have these family dinners and it always be some drama. But this time it's all in harmony. He come down and he says, you know, he had to be laid up in the hospital for him to realize, you know, what the value of life is and blah, blah, blah. I don't even know what he said. But basically it was like he happy his whole family is together. They there. They worked it out. They're going to get through anything they can. They're going to enjoy their dinner. And, you know, everybody stands up. And Lady May asked Gigi to pray. I said, come on. Father God, we are gathered here today. Yes. To give honor and glory to your name. I said, come on, you better pray, okay? Because Grace do not be convincing me that she a preacher when she be in that pulpit. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. She give me news lady tease. I don't know about y'all. She do give me 5 o'clock news tease though, okay? And that was it. And that's how it went off. So all in all, I was kind of like, I don't know, but it was good. But I guess I was just wanting more drama or like a bigger cliffhanger or something like that. I don't know. But it was good. And I see how they're leading us into the next season. The family is unified. As I said, we all have a common enemy. We're going to fight for our church on the next season of Greenleaf. Okay? So I want to hear your thoughts about this episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with all your friends. Y'all have a happy and blessed Thanksgiving. If you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, use this day as a time to just go say hey to your family members. Go hug your grandma. I can't hug mine no more. Go hug your grandma. Hug your mama. Try to mend some fences with your family members. Stop thinking about Christopher Columbus and how horrible he was, because child, he was him, the pilgrims, and all their ass, okay? But we using this day to be thankful for what we have right now, because you could be one of the people that's out on the street, and that's real. When people say that when you a little kid, that's real. Now that we adults, we know you could be somebody that's out on the street, okay? So be grateful. Be grateful. Hey, that's my soulful voice. In your shoes. Yes. Okay, so y'all have a good one. I'll holler at you next time. Peace.